Do you know the jungle? In a very old village, a little boy was born and named Pacha by his father. His mother, Laura, was the village healer, curing all kinds of illnesses that afflicted the people. However, there was one evil she couldn't cure, a poison that affected almost everyone. What was this evil? A snake, unlike any other, had emerged from the depths of the jungle. It had taken over the most beautiful part of the jungle, where a miraculous waterfall stood. The waters of this waterfall were special. Anyone who bathed in them could be cured of all ailments. The area seemed like paradise, but no one dared go there anymore. In the past, children would play there. People would drink the water to heal, and everyone enjoyed the delicious fruits. The older villagers remembered the first days they tried to reclaim the waterfall. Despite many attempts, they failed and suffered heavy losses. They couldn't even bring some water back with them. Few dared to challenge the snake anymore. The moment they heard it approaching, they closed their eyes and surrendered to its bite. The poison acted quickly, paralyzing them, leaving them unable to move. Worse still, once paralyzed, they could look at the snake and feel fear invading them before they died. In their final moments, the afflicted would reach out to their loved ones with outstretched arms, but then they would pass away. This was how Laura's husband died. She would always remember that day. Pacha was by her side when the poison overtook him. With outstretched arms, he called their names, Laura, Pacha, but he couldn't hear or see them. "We're here! We're here!" they cried. But he left without feeling their presence. Determined to find an antidote for the poison, Laura set out with Pacha to other mountains, searching for new herbs and waters, but nothing worked. Frustrated, she thought only of finding the cure. They even experimented within the village using other snakes, but none of her remedies worked against the jungle snake's poison. One day, the village celebrated the birth of a child named Sami. His mother, Thani, was a weaver, and his father was the village chief. Sami was no ordinary child. He was born under a shower of stars, with a gaze that could hold anyone's attention. He quickly learned to walk and grew into an intelligent, curious boy. Every weekend, the mothers taught the children to find their passions. Some gathered fruit, others picked flowers, while some did nothing. The mothers warned that if they lacked faith and purpose, the snake would come for them. Terrified, the children would hurry to find something to do. Sami and Pacha became close friends. They loved counting stars, discovering new plants, and learning from Laura how to care for others. Watching their parents work to keep the village safe and healthy inspired them to become the village's best warriors. One day, a group of mischievous children began telling horror stories about the snake near the waterfall. They spoke of horns and other terrifying features. "It has many horns. What color is it?" one asked. "Is it red or black?" asked another. The oldest child replied, "It's black with ugly eyes. They say it smells like fire and is enormous." Sami couldn't sleep after hearing these stories. He woke his mother, Thani, with questions. Why does the snake live in the most beautiful area? Why does it kill people? How long does a snake live? "Shh, Sami," she replied. "I need to sleep. Tomorrow I have to weave dresses for the carnival, and you're going hunting with your father." But Sami's mind wandered to thoughts of Pacha's father, who had died from the snake's bite. The next morning, as the sun rose, Sami's father arrived with arrows in hand. "Sami, it's time to learn to hunt." "Can I bring my friend Pacha?" Sami asked. "I don't know," his father replied. "He's very thin. Does he have any talent for hunting? Ask his mother." Sami ran to Laura and asked for permission. "Of course, he can go," she said, "but be careful." The boys set off on their adventure, dressed as hunters with their faces painted. At the hunting ground, Sami's father taught them how to track a wild pig. Suddenly, A jaguar appeared, injuring his father and forcing them to seek help. "You're not going to lose your father like I lost mine," Pacha told Sami. They quickly carried Sami's father to safety and ran for help. "Let's go to the Miraculous Waterfall," Sami said. "If we bring back some water, it might save him." They filled a bottle at the waterfall, but as they were about to leave, they heard a strange sound. A cold wind brushed their faces. Sami heard a hissing sound behind him. "Is it him?" Sami asked. Pacha nodded. Sami thought of his family, his village, and his dreams. Pacha then said, "My mother told me that our greatest power is love and faith. Do you love your father, Sami?" "With all my heart," Sami replied. "Then let's turn around and face it." They turned to meet the snake's gaze. It was massive and radiated fear. Holding hands, they stood firm. "No one has ever looked into my eyes," the snake said. "Who are you?" "I am faith," said Pacha. "I am love," said Sami. The snake tried to bite them, but they felt no pain. It grew larger, but the children stood unshaken. The snake threatened them. They focused on their love for their families and village. Eventually, the snake lost its strength, shrank, and died. The boys returned to the village with the healing water and saved Sami's father. When the villagers heard the snake was dead, they celebrated. The chief asked Sami how they had defeated it. "I remembered I am love," Sami said. "The snake's power was fear, and we overcame it." The village rejoiced, finally free from the snake's curse. They reclaimed the miraculous waterfall, now a place of healing and hope for all.